Hello, hi, welcome back to Adventures in Music with me, Jim, where we listen to, talk about, and do all sorts of things music-y. Now, in this video, we need to talk. We need to talk about a video that I made yesterday and the band Lovebites. Now, Rudy bought a cast iron guarantee whereby he gets to choose music to fit a 20-minute slot. And we do this quite regularly, not just Rudy, lots of people, and it's kind of part of what the channel's about. And I listen to a huge breadth of music, different styles, different genres, different ages, so stuff from the 60s through to stuff from released today. And it's, generally speaking, absolutely fantastic, and it's really good fun. On the whole, the videos tend to receive between 300-400 views to maybe 1,000 in the first week, and they'll creep up slowly perhaps after that. I have some videos which are into the hundreds of thousands. The biggest videos I've got are for Ginger, Nightwish and Tool, which were all made 6.5 years ago when the channel was really in its infancy. And they didn't get that many views initially, but they've sort of continued growing over the course of time. And that's fine, that's all fun, and it's all sort of back in the past. But that doesn't tell the story of what the channel is about. So a lot of people came to the channel because they thought, I'm going to be listening to Nightwish wholly. And a lot of people came to the channel because they thought, I'm only going to be listening to Tool, or, you know, this sort of thing. I did listen to, back at that time, some baby metal, and a similar thing happened to what has happened yesterday. So within less than 24 hours, this video that I made yesterday has now garnered 6,500 views, which is quite extraordinary for a single day release. So it's just, I've not had a video perform like that in a long, long time. Now, there's absolutely no way that I can engage with everybody who has made comments and made likes about this and sort of interacted with me about the video. There's just so many, it's almost impossible. But what I thought I might do is just quickly run through some of the comments that have been left and try to address some of the things and talk a little bit about more what this channel is about and what this means for me. And I shall do so now. So if I just quickly bring up the most recent video. So this is the video from yesterday, which was for Lovebites. So there we go. I'll tell you exactly how many views we've had. So this is now 11:05 on Tuesday morning. This video has received 6,597 views since it was published, which I think was 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. From an engagement point of view, it's got a 98.7% approval rating, which means that 882 people have liked. Thank you. But 12 people have not. So actually, the average for that, 98.7, is lower than my channel average, which is 99.3. It doesn't really bother me one way or the other, but it's interesting to see. And the other thing that I'd like to talk about is the comments. And there's a lot of them. There's an awful lot of comments. I can't even tell you how many comments there are, like sort of 300 or so. I'm not going to sort of literally go through every single one, but I'm going to just pick out a few because I think there's some interesting things here that people are saying. One of the things that I'd like to say is a lot of people saying that this is the greatest band in the world at the minute. Well, I would like to sort of just temper this with a little bit of reality. That is opinion. And you're absolutely allowed to have an opinion. Everybody, of course, has an opinion. But opinion is not fact. Opinion is just a point of view. So from your point of view, this is the best band in the world. But it's the same with so many of these big bands, like Nightwish, like Tool, like Yes, for example, for goodness sake, and Dream Theater or Opeth or whoever the band might be. There's a legion of fans that claim that this is the best band in the world and you should not be listening to anything else. Well, I kind of beg to differ. I like to listen to an awful lot of music, and this is certainly something I want to listen to. But I don't want to disappoint you too much, but I'm not going to be listening to exclusively Lovebites on this channel. And it's going to be a while before I do a lot more of it. That said, I did make a promise that I'd be listening to another track, which is the one that Rudy had in reserve yesterday. If this video reached, I think it was 2,000 views, well, it's done that, hasn't it? It's absolutely blown that out of the water. So of course I'll be listening to whatever the song is called. Soldier Stands Solitarily. So I'll probably do it next week. I'm not going to do it today. I've got Von Herzen Brothers to listen to today. That'll be coming up in a little while. But I just want to say, although I'm absolutely flattered that so many people have come to the channel and have subscribed and have liked and have wanted to listen to this music with me and are encouraging me to do more so, I really appreciate it. But it's kind of, I don't want to say I'm ungrateful, but I just kind of, I'm not about trying to become the biggest channel. I don't want to grow enormously. It becomes a difficult thing for me. It becomes unmanageable. I just want to listen to really good music, to hear obscure, under the radar music that people don't know about, people don't talk about, that there is an audience for, but people just don't know where to find it, which is kind of where we've been going. It's the groove we're in. And we listen to a lot of long form music. So I listen to a lot of albums in their entirety. In vinyl, I play the physical copies. And that's kind of part of the fun. Of course, I'd have videos where I listen to music where there's a video with it. And so that's not all the time, not even every week, but we'll do that from time to time as well. Listen to, yeah, probably do every week actually, but we'll listen to something with video, whether it's live or whether it's the actual official video. More often than not, they get blocked, but on this occasion, it worked all right. Now, of course, having 6,500 views on a video hasn't really, I mean, as I say, I don't want to seem ungrateful, but it hasn't really done me any favors at all, because it's not monetized. Any money that is generated from the advertisements that you see in this goes directly back to the band and their label. So there's no reward in it for me, other than it sort of flatters me, I guess, and it polishes the ego a little bit. So, oh, these people like this. You don't like me, you just like the music, and it's fine. It's absolutely brilliant, and I love that you're along. But I would love for you to actually give the chance, while you're here, to listen to other music, because there is so much on this channel. We've got thousands of hours of bands from right through from the mid 1960s through to today. It's all progressive, avant-garde, metal, jazz fusion, interesting, under the radar, or some of it is very much over the radar, but it's all music that is kind of outside of the mainstream, and it's fabulous. And I love you to come along for the ride and to be part of that. Please don't expect to listen to just Lovebites or just Bandmade or just baby metal or whatever else it is I had in that list that I was talking about, some Japanese music. Absolutely, we would listen to it. We're going to include it into the rotation. It might be a couple of months before we get around to another one, because there is so much music to listen to. Amongst all the comments, there's a few that have kind of not annoyed me, but it's people say, oh, I can't believe you're not watching the screen while you're talking, or you're not listening to the lyrics while we're going, or you've got a lyric sheet up. I'm taking it in on face value as a first listen. I'm not breaking this down. I'm not trying to do anything sort of clever musically to try and dissect it to understand what they're doing. I'm listening to it for the fun and the thrill of listening to it, how it makes me feel. That's what we do. It's music about feel. Now, people saying that I'm more interested in looking at my cup of coffee. Well, I'm not more interested in it, but I want to know where it is and have a sip of it as we go along. I'll have a screen here. I'll just show you. I've got my camera. I've got this little camera here. But if I turn this around, let's turn that way. So I've got that screen which is next to me, so you can see my microphone. But also, what you don't know is over there is the camera that I'm talking to most of the time. But behind it, I've got two more screens. So whatever is on this screen here next to me is actually as a repeat from what's coming over there. So yesterday, this screen here kept freezing. So what I was watching on here was juddering and sputtering along, and I couldn't actually see exactly what's happening. So that's why I was looking at the screen over there behind the camera. I actually wasn't looking at the camera itself. I was looking at the screen directly behind it. So I thought, just to put a bit of context in there, that's really what that was about. So here we are. But what I'd like to do is pick this up here. You can see that we have a lot of music here. There's about probably 1,000 vinyl records here. And I'll just take you. I have a lot of CDs as well. So as you can tell, I'm not just focusing on one band, one sort of music. Thank you everybody who's made a comment and left comments on here. I'll just quickly run through a few of them, but as I say, there's so many on here. So many on here. So Matt Stevens, 37 minutes ago. Hello, Jim. So happy to see you have finally found Lovebites. I was an avid fan of your channel when you first went down the run of Tool videos. Now, these ladies are mind-blowing. I found them in 2018 and are still listening to their music daily. Oh, good for you. Brilliant. Gem, Soldier Stand Solitarily live is fire. Awesome. A few albums in and they've got even better. This is from Alan Moga. I saw them live recently and they were just awesome. They are also super sweet ladies, which makes them even more likeable. This is real all-female J metal, none of which is baby metal like at all. Quality musicians playing quality music. Baby metal, a performance art really. They're great, but there are so many real bands making great music in Japan. Hanabi, Nemophilia, Trident, Bandmaid, Aldius, Mary's Blood, etc., etc., etc. They're all pretty much all bloody brilliant. The rabbit hole is as deep and as wide as you want it to be. Well, this is cool. Right, this is one. So get a lyric sheet if you're not going to take the time to listen to the lyrics. Woo! Oh, I've never had much of a problem with the lyrics. Woo! Oh, hello, Lawrence. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, I'm listening to it how I want to listen to it. Thank you. Right, Joe Thobic. Jim, the Wolfpack is here, and you'll definitely listen more to Lovebites. Anything live from their official YouTube channel is gold. This is the sort of thing that annoys. The greatest band since the early 80s, not because of one reason, but multiple ones. To each their own taste, but I have never spent a penny on baby metal or Bandmaid. Lovebites is a whole different story. This is over 2,000 views, so please enjoy 60 plus songs, all great, and share your reactions. Maybe, but not straight away. This is another. Do you happen to watch the video sometimes, or you just really like to stare at the cam or at your cup? I wasn't staring at the cam. I was staring at my... I was looking at the screen behind you. I just said that. Please, don't get on at me. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Yes, they have been to Europe, including Download in 2019. That's excellent. I'm going to Download next year, so maybe they'll be there. Who knows? Definitely check out Hanabi and Nemophilia. Someone else saying, listen to Bandmaid, 110% satisfaction, best rock band on the planet. No, they are not. They are not. Don't tell me what the best band on the planet is, because I don't tell you. And as I say, it's opinion. It's absolutely just opinion. You've discovered the most talented metal band to appear in the last 2 decades. Please don't say stuff like that. You have no idea. Literally no idea. If they're saying that and you think this is the most talented, they're great. Absolutely they are. And I'm enjoying their music very, very much. It is very it's very nostalgic in a way, because it is a reproduction of that period of music from the early to mid 1980s, from the UK scene and from America, that sort of classic metal sound. It's not an absolute reproduction because it's being done in a sort of with a modern twist, but it's they're not doing something new. They are going over. It's a bit like sort of a lot of the prog bands now are playing in a style that was really, really, really new and fresh in the 1970s. That doesn't mean they're bad. It just means it's just adding more to the canon. Everybody has opinion. Everybody likes a band. Everybody has a favorite. This is your favorite band. Absolutely it is. Greatest of all time. Please don't say that, because it just so is not. It really is not. It is for you, and maybe that's what you mean. Just for just to balance things out, there's a comment here from Baz I. Awful, no dynamics, no tempo shifts, and the drums sounded like someone bashing a metal tray. You see, it's good to have opinion. It's good to have change. And then someone's replied to this. It can be terrible for those who like calm music. It's great for those who like heavy music performed by highly professional and technical musicians of the elite level. The change of tempo was very noticeable in every song. You were just very inattentive. Nothing personal. Most likely it's not your music. There's someone else. Anti-Lovebites. You don't have to listen to it. Oh, it's a message from Rudy. Rudy was the one who requested this. So 15 hours ago, he said, I'll keep this short today. Simply love your reaction. I knew you'd like it, but not that much. I did. This is the whole point of what this is. I'm not dissing this at all. I loved it. Absolutely loved the music. I really did. But what is kind of just slightly overwhelming is how many people have come to it. How many people are trying to ram it down my throat that this is the best band in the world ever. And this is all you should be listening to from now on. No, stop. You're wrong. I can't do that. It's my channel and I'm just going to do what I want to do. So there will be more Lovebites. I'll be listening to that new song, Soldier Solidarity Standing Up, whatever it's called. Who knows? You do. Next week, I'll be listening to Lovebites Soldier Stands Solitarily. Next week. I don't know when. But it'll be coming up next week, but it won't be this week. So there you go. There will be another Lovebites video. And I suspect, I have no doubt, in fact, there will be more Lovebites videos coming up over the next few months. You know, of course I will. But I'm just not going to do it all the time. Feel free to subscribe. But don't expect me to be listening to Lovebites every day. Please listen to other stuff as well. There's so much great music here. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to comment. If you want to check out my Buy Me a Coffee page, you'd be very, very welcome. And yeah, welcome to all the new subscribers that have come in the last day. Sort of all several hundred of you. And yeah. Good to have you along. I hope you enjoy the channel and that you find some other music as well as Lovebites. I'll see you on the next video, whenever and whatever that is. And until then, this is Jim over and out.